Hello, and this is the introduction to Hollow City, which is the second novel of the series Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children. Now, before I read you the introduction, I do want to show you and want you to take a look at all the fabulous pictures right inside the book that remind us of our characters from our first book. So take a look in your book with me. And as you'll see, Jacob Portman, he's our hero who can see and senses hologhast. And then Emma Bloom, a girl who can make fire with her hands, formerly involved with Jacob's grandfather. So here's her picture right here. Then down here, we have Abraham Portman, who's deceased, and that's Jacob's grandfather killed by a hologhast. Then here, right here, we have Bronwyn Bruntley, an unusually strong girl. Then here we have Mildred Nollings, an invisible boy, scholar of all things peculiar. Here we have Oliver, Abrahol's Elephanta, a girl who is lighter than air. Then here we have Horace Samason, a boy who suffers from premonitory visions and dreams. And here we have Enoch Encore, a boy who can animate the dead for brief periods of time. Here, right here, we have Hugh Episton, a boy who commands and protects the many bees that live in his stomach. This picture right here, this is Claire Dinsmore, a girl with an extra mouth in the back of her head, the youngest of Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children. And then right here, this girl right here is Fiona Fraunfeld, a silent girl with a peculiar talent for making plants grow. We have this young lady right here, which is Alma LaFay Peregrine. And she can shapeshift, and she is a manipulator of time. She is the head mistress of Carnholm's Loop and arrested in bird form. That's how our book ends. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, we end with her arrest. We're going to find out what happens in this second edition. And then here we have Esmeralda Avcat. And her loop is raided by the corrupted, and she is kidnapped as well by the whites. So in this book, our second edition of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Hollow City, the extraordinary journey that begins in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children continues as Jacob Portman and his newfound friends journey to London, the peculiar capital of the world. There, they hope to find a cure for their beloved headmistress, Miss Peregrine. But in this war-torn city, hideous surprises lurk around every corner. And before Jacob can deliver the peculiar children to safety, he must make an important decision about his love for Emma Bloom. Hollow City draws readers into a richly imagined world of telepathy and time loops, of sideshows and shapeshifters, a world populated with adult peculiars, murderous whites, and a bizarre menagerie of uncanny animals. Like its predecessor, the second novel in the Peculiar Children series blends thrilling fantasy with never-before-published vintage photography to create a one-of-a-kind reading experience. And do not forget that our author is Ransom Riggs. And this second book installment takes place September 3rd, 1940. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoy the book Hollow City.